And welcome inside Wolverine Stadium on the campus of Riverton High School in Riverton, Wyoming. This is Travis Gupton, sports director at the Wind River Radio Network, with you this evening for Lady Wolverine and Wolverine action. And right off the bat, guys, I'm going to go on and be straight with you. This is my first time calling play-by-play for a basketball game, and so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm very excited. And I'm really, really hoping that we're going to have a lot of fun here this evening. So, again, this is my first time, so if I completely screw up, I apologize ahead of time, but we're going to have a lot of fun. We've got a couple of teams tonight, starting off as we enter into the Bailey Tire and Auto pregame show, that are at the bottom of the 4A standings. And really, for both Riverton and Jackson, they're actually right beside each other as it relates to team scoring. As we look at some of the stats, Riverton is scoring an average of 34.5 points, and while giving up 53.6 points. And Jackson, the Lady Bronx, coming in, are not faring much better, as they are giving 34 points a game, and they are giving up 53 points exactly a game. And so offense is going to be something that we look at tonight, and where is it going to come from? Last week we saw that Savannah Martinez for the Lady Wolverines was masked up, and she did not score much at all. She did not look like herself. Looking around the court right now, I do not see Savannah as of right now, so not sure if she will be suiting up or not, but again, I could just be overlooking and just not see her right now. But for the Bronx, they have got some players that can score, and it first and foremost starts with Rachel Nose, number 15 for the Lady Bronx. She leads the team in points per game at 9.2, and so really the offense is going to come through her. I don't know if you can hear it right now, but the Riverton High School pep band has started to get into the action as the Lady Bronx and the Lady Wolverines are warming up. So we're going to take our first break of the night right here, and we'll be right back with a little bit more of the Bailey Tire and Auto pregame show.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Hello, I'm Janice K. Bradley, and I'm here to tell you the miracle that Fremont Therapy did in making it possible for my left hand to ever work again. I went to the orthopedic surgeon with this broken hand, and that's when he told me that I would not bend again. So I was really discouraged. Mitch is the hand specialist, and so he's the one that worked and got me where I could bend my hand. The atmosphere is so friendly and professional, which is a combination you don't always get.
For more information, visit FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back to the Bailey Tire and Auto pregame show. This is Travis Gupton with you, the sports director at the Wind River Radio Network. And again, if you're just joining us, Kevin Shields, the normal voice of the Riverton Wolverines and Lady Wolverines, is in Georgia right now, enjoying an anniversary And so he said, Travis, you're the sports director. You go do this game. And so I'm excited again to be with you. And we've got a good one. Two evenly matched teams tonight with the Wolverines and Lady Wolverines, and also the Jackson Bronx and Lady Bronx. Looking at some more stats for the Riverton Lady Wolverines, who is coached by Travis McIntosh. One of the things that is going to come out in this is what kind of offense are we going to see from the Lady Wolverines as it relates to the press defense that we are more than likely going to see. Most of the teams that the Lady Wolverines have faced this season have gone through the press, and they have not been able to really figure out the press. A couple weeks ago, they were able to get some good looks, but were not able to score off of those looks. So I feel like Coach McIntosh really honed in on this coming into this this game tonight. And the other thing is, we talked about Savannah Martinez a little bit before we went to the commercial break, but Paisley Jackson as well is going to have a big game tonight for the Lady Wolverines. She's averaging 6.5 points per game coming into tonight. But the stat that stands out to me right here is that for field goals from two-point range, she is only shooting 35%. And so that is not going to cut it in this game tonight, and that's going to be something that is really going to be a problem if the Lady Bronx are able to hold Savannah Martinez to very little points. Then it's going to be who steps up next for the Lady Wolverines to get this win. And again, both of these teams are 13th and 14th exactly in the standings in the 4A conference as it relates to the team scoring. Again, Riverton scores 34.5 and Jackson scores 34. So we may see a low-scoring affair, and I'm really excited to see it. So we're going to take one more break, and when we come back, it'll be the Sutherland starting lineup right after this.
Nowadays, cocktails to go are common in many establishments. The U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration wants to remind drivers that, although alcohol is more mobile, it's always dangerous and illegal to drink and drive. In 2021, 8 Fremont County highway fatalities were related to drinking and driving, and there were 56 alcohol-related crashes. With the big game coming up on February 13th, the Fremont County DUI Task Force will be looking for drunk drivers. If you're caught drinking and driving, you will face jail time. Imagine trying to explain that to your family and friends or your place of employment.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back to the Bailey Tyrant Auto pregame show, and we are going to jump right into the starting lineups brought to you by Sutherland's. First for the Jackson Lady Broncs, it'll be Rachel Noyce, JC Chatham, Casey Carr, Caroline Forrest, and Anna Reveal. And for your Lady Wolverines, it'll be number 1, Paisley Jackson, and then number 10, McKay Fegler, number 11, Ella Judd, number 15, Jordanelle Anderson, and finally with at number 23, Savannah Martinez. And so we are about ready to get started here tonight. And again, this is going to be a really interesting and a really fun game, as both teams are low-scoring teams as it comes into this game. And so we are about ready to get started here. It will be Jordanelle Anderson. It'll be the pair of 15s, and Noyce jumping it off in the center. And the Lady Broncs get the ball, and we're off and running. Chatham passes over to Noyce. Noyce over to Carr, and then back over to Chatham. Lady Broncs in no hurry to start off this game, swinging around the outside, looking for the low post, finally back over to the corner, and then back out to Caroline Forrest. Forrest high up on the top of the key, looking to set up a play. Screen set there by Carr, but did not take it, and then the ball goes over to Chatham. The Lady Broncs finally get a shot off. That's number 32, Carr, with the shot, and rebound goes to Savannah Martinez for the Wolverines. Over to Ella Judd, or McKay Fegler, I'm sorry. And then a shot by, did not see who that was by, but the Lady Wolverines get the ball back, and then another shot there by Fegler, and she is off, and a foul is called on the Lady Wolverines.
Wolverine varsity boys to the lobby, please.
They actually did not call a foul on that, so just a regular turnover. So we're 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter, and the score is still tied, nothing at all. Chatham with the ball at the top of the key. Swings over to Nose. Nose swings over to Forrest, and then nice look down deep, but now 3 Lady Wolverines around Noyce, and she is fouled. That is the first foul on number 23, Savannah Martinez. That is her first, team's first. And nice inbounds pass there by the Lady Bronx. And again, the Lady Bronx try to shoot it up. Second time, no good. And finally, we have a jump ball called, and it will go in the favor of the Lady Bronx. And right off the bat, as I called, the Lady Bronx set up the press. Martinez takes the ball up against the baseline, and a foul away, far away from the basket by Reville, and that is her first and the team's first. Quickly, the Lady Wolverines take the ball, and Fagler looks for Martinez, but the long arms of Rachel Noyce takes the ball out of bounds, and it will stay Lady Wolverines' ball with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left in the first, and still no score. Martinez quickly could not find anyone to get the ball into, and the official calls a 5-second, and it is a turnover in favor of the Lady Bronx. And quickly the Lady Bronx come up with Chatham running up and then slows down as she is guarded. Forrest thought about it for the three-pointer, passed over to Carr, and then Carr gives it right back to Forrest, and we're back at the top of the key again. And back and forth between Carr and Forrest, and then finally over to Noyce, and then back over to Forrest. Lady Bronx starting to swing the ball around again. They are very methodical in their offense. Ball back in the hands of Forrest as we are back at the top of the key. And it looks like the Lady Wolverines are in a man, but it looks like a modified man as Martinez has really watched the paint. Reville was trying to go baseline, unable to do so. Shot there by Carr, and she does not go. And turnover for the Lady Bronx goes the Lady Wolverines' way. So we are at 5 minutes, 11 seconds, and still no score. Long pass there from Ella Judd to Martinez. Martinez brings it across the timeline, and she's going to shoot a three-pointer, and it is in and out, no good. And there is a foul on the rebound on number 1, Paisley Jackson, for the Lady Wolverines, and that is the first for her and the team's second with 4:58 and counting, and still no score as Chatham brings it across the timeline. Pass over to Noyce, and then over to Forrest, and then back to Noyce, and then back to Chatham. Lady Bronx again swinging around the outside, looking for something to do on the offensive side of the ball, and a bounce pass that bounced a lot of ways and then finally went out of bounds, and referee signals it is the Lady Wolverines' ball. And again, the press is on, and again, the Lady Wolverines are having a hard time with that press. And now Ella Judd is in a really hard spot to take the inbound, and as soon as I say that, it's just like last night when I was at Wyoming Indian. It was the easiest pass of the night to Martinez. Martinez across court to Fagler. Fagler back to Martinez. Martinez is going to shoot a three. No good. Offensive rebound there by Paisley Jackson, and finally at 4:14 and counting, it is a 2-0 lead for your Lady Wolverines. Chatham brings it across the timeline and then back over to Carr. Carr, long pass over to Reville. Reville was open, but she decided to pass it back out to Carr. Carr is going to go baseline, gets cut off. And again, the Lady Bronx take it back out and slow things down again. We are at 3 minutes, 45 seconds in the first quarter, and it is 2-0 in favor of the Lady Wolverines, and we have a foul on Ella Judd. So that is Judd's first and team's third. Lady Bronx take it into the corner over there, and then quickly a shot, no good there by Carr. Offensive rebound, however, by Forrest. And now we got everybody on the floor. And Travis McIntosh calls a timeout, and it will be Riverton's ball as we will take the 30-second timeout with them. It is 3:26 left in the first quarter, and it is 2-0 in favor of your Lady Wolverines. We'll be right back right after this.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Lady Wolverines and Wolverines basketball. I'm Travis Gupton, Sports Director at the Wind River Radio Network, and we are glad to have you again. Kevin Shields, the voice of the Lady Wolverines and Wolverines, out, but we are here and we're having fun. It's 2-0 in favor of the Lady Wolverines with 3:20 left in the first, and a turnover as the Lady Bronx were able to set the press up and could not get anything going, could the Lady Wolverines. And there is a shot there by Anna Reville, and it is a foul on McKay Fegler, and that is her first, and that is the team's fourth. And now Reville will go to the line for two. She misses the first.
Substitutions for the Wolverines: 12, Sheets, 13.
And now Sheets and Ingstrom will come in for the Lady Wolverines. And out comes Ella Judd, and I didn't see who else sat down, but Reville misses both free throws, and so no harm, no foul there. And now quickly the Lady Wolverines will bring the ball up court. We are at 3 minutes exactly in the first quarter, and it's 2-0. Three-point shot there by Paisley Jackson, and it's no good. Offensive rebound there by the Lady Wolverines, and it is Haley Ingstrom with 2 points on the offensive rebound and a nice feed down low for the Lady Wolverines. It is now 4-0 in favor of the Lady Wolverines with 2:35 and counting. Jackson trying to find some kind of offense. They just swing it around. There's a three-point shot that misses everything by Forrest, and a foul on Jackson, and that is on number 15, Rachel Noyce. That is her first, team's second of the quarter, and it'll be Riverton basketball. And right now, Sheets was in trouble for a moment, was able to get around it. Ill-advised pass there by Jackson, and Jackson gets bailed out, however, by a out-of-bounds play. And so they call a foul on Noyce again, quickly 2 for her, and it is the team's third. Ball comes into Martinez as we are right at 2 minutes. Martinez comes in for a little 15-footer, no good, off the back of the iron. And Jackson and the Lady Bronx will bring it up. And there is an offensive foul, and I saw McKay Fegler hit the ground, but I didn't see why she hit the ground. And so they called the foul on Reville, and so it is now 4-0 with 1:51 as Jackson has called a timeout. It'll be a 30-second, and so we're going to take it with them. We'll be right back right after this with the final minutes of the first quarter.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Lady Wolverine and Wolverine basketball. We are at 1:51 left in the first quarter, and as predicted, it is a low-scoring affair as of right now. The Lady Wolverines lead 4-0, and it is going to be Lady Wolverines' ball. Fagler with the ball and brings it across the timeline, and the Lady Broncs decide not to press. Pass over to Sheets. Sheets back to Fagler. Fagler over to Ingstrom. Ingstrom gives it away, and then now the Lady Wolverines are swinging around. Nice ball movement by the Lady Wolverines. Still moving the ball around. Still nice passes. Now Martinez is in the low post. Martinez with a hook shot. It's partially blocked. She saves it, however, out to, and no good is the shot by Fagler, and the Lady Broncs will come across the timeline with 1:15 in the first quarter. Shot there by the Lady Broncs, no good, and a foul on the play. It will stay with the Lady Broncs, and it is Camden Sheets' first foul, and it is the team's 5th. And so we are close to being in the bonus here. Quickly, an inbound shot there by Revel, and Revel off the back iron, no good, and now the Lady Wolverines will come down with 50 seconds and counting. 4-0 with 45 seconds as the Lady Wolverines, and Martinez takes a three-point shot, no good, and the Lady Broncs will get the rebound as Revel takes it down, and now Chatham will bring it across the timeline with 30 seconds and counting. Pass over to Forrest. Forrest inbounds, takes it down into the low post. Revel takes a shot up. She's fouled, and that'll be on Savannah Martinez. That is her second, and that is the team's 6th. And so Revel will go to the line for 2 more. She missed her first 2 earlier in the quarter. Quick shot, and this time it's true. Savannah Martinez and McKay Fagler will take a sit down. And there was a lane violation as Revel make the shot, but it will not count, so we sit at 4-1 with 24.2 left in the first quarter.
Substitution for Jackson, 1, Chamberlain.
The Lady Broncs set up the press as the Lady Wolverines try to get around it. Sheets is trapped, and now she passes it back to Olheiser. Olheiser is unable to do anything with it and gave it back to Sheets, and then Sheets is fouled on a block by, I believe that was number 30.
Jackson foul, 43, Forrest.
That was on number 43's Caroline Forrest. That is her first, team's 4th, with 12.5 seconds left. And so the Lady Wolverines will probably look for the last shot here of the quarter. Sheets with the ball, passing it around. 2 seconds left. A heave there by Jackson, and it is no good. And so at the end of the first quarter, it is 4-1 in favor of your Lady Wolverines. We'll be back right after this with your second quarter.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Lady Wolverines and Wolverines basketball. It is 4-1 in favor of your Lady Wolverines. And again, it was a low-scoring affair as we begin the second quarter. The Lady Bronx will bring the ball out, and it is Chatham with the ball. Pass over to Carr. Carr over to number 1. And she takes a shot. That is Chamberlain. Chamberlain no good on the shot. And quickly the Riverton Lady Wolverines bring it up court. No press because it was too quick of a rebound and too quick of a move. Low post there by the Lady Wolverines. And Haley Engstrom has her second basket of the night, and it is now 6-1 in favor of your Lady Wolverines. Nice look and a nice low post move there by Engstrom. Again, the Lady Bronx trying to move it around. That is ball in the hands of Chamberlain. Chamberlain gives it up, and she walked, did Chatham. So we are at 7 minutes, 6 seconds left in the first half, and it is 6-1 in favor of the Lady Wolverines as the Lady Wolverines bring the ball up court. Pass over to Judd. Judd cross-court pass over to Jackson. Jackson's going to think about the three. She takes the three off the front iron and no good. And look at Jordanelle Anderson as she goes after the ball, and they get a tie-up, and so it will stay in possession of the Lady Wolverines. McKay Fegler will come in now for Camden Sheets with 6:45 and a 6-1 lead for the Lady Wolverines. And again, a quick shot by Paisley Jackson. That time no good, missed everything. Offensive, nice save there by Engstrom. Engstrom all over the place right now. Hand on the ball did the Lady Bronx, and now it is in the hands of Paisley Jackson again. Lady Wolverines moving it around, looking for that low post, and they get it. And that was a good look there by Engstrom, just could not connect on it. The Lady Bronx move it up court. Still only 1 point with 6 minutes in the first half. Nice stop and go move there by Carr. And finally, that is the first field goal of the first half for the Lady Bronx. And now it is 6-3 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. Lady Wolverines again able to break the press. Nice look down low for Haley Engstrom. And Haley Engstrom quickly has 6 points, and it is 8-3 with 5:40 and counting in the first half. And a nice look down low by Ella Judd to find Engstrom. Chamberlain with the ball, gives it around, back over to the other side. Runs the baseline, does the Lady Bronx, unable to do anything with it. Back in the hands of Chamberlain. Chamberlain's going to take a three-pointer. It was partially blocked by Paisley Jackson. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first half, 8-3 in favor of the Lady Wolverines, and the ball is in the hand of McKay Fegler. Fegler hands it over to Jackson. Jackson looks for Fegler again. Fegler's going to take a three. It misses everything, and battle for the ball, and it comes away for the Lady Wolverines. And finally, it ends up settling in the hands of Engstrom. Engstrom hands it over to Jackson. Jackson again, setting up on the point guard position. She's looking to drive. She's looking to shoot. She was looking for a foul, did not get it, so it is now a rebound for the Lady Bronx. And Chamberlain with the ball. Lady Bronx moving the ball around, a little weave action. They finally look down low, and it is no good by Revel. Revel is the tallest person on the floor right now, and she was unable to get it. Hits the back of the iron and no good. 4:14 and counting left in the first quarter, or first half, I'm sorry, and it is 8-3 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. And Jackson walked. Substitutions for the Lady Wolverines. It is Camden Sheets and Savannah Martinez coming back into the game. And I saw a substitution for the Lady Bronx, but I don't know who it was, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. There is 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first half, 8-3 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. There is a shot by Carr, and that is no good. And then it is back in the hands of Lady Wolverines with 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Fagler with the ball, tries to drive. She's blocked off. Hands over to Sheets. Sheets hands over to Ingstrom. Lady Wolverines starting to move the ball around again. They are looking for anything and everything offensively. And again, Fagler tries to go in and unable to do so. And then she hands it over to Gracie Olheiser. Olheiser gives it back to Fagler, and she gets a 2-point shot. And that is Fagler's first 2 points of the game. And now it is 10-3 with 3:12 left and a timeout on the floor. So we're going to take a quick one, and we'll be right back right after this.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
And we're back to KTAK's coverage of Wolverine and Lady Wolverine basketball, and you can see it off a little bit to the right there. The cheerleaders and the pep band have a little bit of fun on this during this timeout, and that's a lot of fun to see. I always enjoyed being in the pep band and being able to mess around and make a lot of noise during games. It was a lot of fun. So big time fun there. So to reset here, we are at 3 minutes, 12 seconds left in the first half. It's 10-3 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. And it is the Lady Bronx ball as Chatham will bring it up. Chatham is sporting a aqua headband. And as I said again from last night, if you were watching the Wyoming Indian game, a la Klay Thompson. And she will take a shot, and it is no good. And then a rebound is taken by Camden Sheets. Sheets will take the ball up with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Nice screen there by Ingstrom. Ingstrom then looks for Martinez, and Martinez tries an underhook, and it is no good. However, it is knocked out of bounds by the Lady Bronx, and so it will stay with the Lady Wolverines with 2 minutes 37 seconds left in the first half. Quick inbounds pass to Martinez. She was wide open. She could have took a three. She tried to do it again and decided against it. Finally ends up in the hands of Gracie Olheiser, and she shoots a three, and it's good. And now it is a 10-point game, 13-3 with 2:22 left in the first half. Great inside-out move. And quickly, as soon as I say that, nice look in for the Lady Bronx, and that is Carr's second basket of the second quarter, and it is 13-5 with 2:05 in the first half. And now the press is on. Nice pass there by Sheets, but it ends up out of bounds, and it is now back in the hands of the Lady Bronx with a minute 58 and counting. And it is 13-5, still Lady Wolverines. Ella Judd is at the scorer's table looking to come in at the next dead ball. Courtney Noyce is in for the Lady Bronx, and as soon as I say that, the Lady Bronx give a turnover, and now it is back in the hands of the Lady Wolverines with a minute 35. Martinez with the ball, swings around looking to drive, and it looked like she walked, but they call a block. Foul is on number 15, Rachel Noyce. That is her third, and it is the team's sixth. And it'll send Martinez to the line. And she is no good on the first one. Anna Reville will come back in for the Lady Bronx, and Martinez will take 3 dribbles, and she'll shoot it again, and she'll be off on that one too. However, it's an offensive rebound for the Lady Wolverines, and then a turnover for the Lady Wolverines.
Substitution for Riverton, 11, Judd.
And finally, Ella Judd will have the opportunity to come back in with 1:28 in the first half, and it is 13-5. And Chatham will bring the ball and give it up to Carr, and now Carr will take it across the timeline, and we'll start the swinging process. And quickly, it is Chatham with the shot, and it's no good, and an offensive foul called on Jackson, and that is number 32. That is on Carr. That is her first, and it is the team's 7th. And so we'll take the long walk down to the other end of the court for 2 shots for Jordanelle Anderson. Jordanelle's shot is up, and it is no good. So we stay at 13-5 with 1:10 left in the first half. And Carr looked to drive the baseline, and a blocking call on number 15's Jordanelle Anderson. And so now we will have shots in the bonus the rest of the way.
Returning for the Wolverines, 13.
And that is Jordanelle Anderson's first foul of the game. And really, looking at it, no one really in foul trouble for the Lady Wolverines, as Carr takes the shot, and she is no good. And so both teams struggling from the free throw line as we enter under a minute. And a blown coverage there by the Lady Bronx, but no harm done because Fegler just missed everything. However, offensive rebound for the Lady Wolverines. 47 seconds and counting left in the first half, 13-5 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. Ball moving around really well for the Lady Wolverines, now in the hands of Engstrom. Engstrom hands over to Olheiser. Olheiser with a half-hearted shot, and it's no good. However, the Lady Bronx could not come up with the rebound, and so it'll stay with the Lady Wolverines with 29.3 left in the first half. And quickly the ball comes out to Ella Judd, and Ella Judd was looking for Sheets, and it was knocked out of bounds by the Lady Bronx. So with 27.2, we'll start out of bounds again. Over to Olheiser. Olheiser high up in the top of the key, hands over to Sheets. Sheets with the shot, and it misses everything, and it is out of bounds. And Olheiser tried to save it and knock it off of Reville, but it was not in time. So with 16.6, it looks like the Lady Bronx will get the last shot as Carr brings the ball up. Quickly looks down and unable to do anything with it, and it is out of bounds. Never mind, it's a foul. It is on number 11, Ella Judd. That is her second, and it is the team's 8th. And so we will go to the line as Anna Reville will take the bonus shots with exactly 9 seconds left in a 13-5 ball game. 2 dribbles, and Revel up and no good. And again, Revel having both teams having a hard time with the free throw line. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. There is a shot off, and it is no good by McKay Fegler. And so we will go to halftime. It is 13-5 in favor of your Lady Wolverines. We will be right back after this with the Tyler Watson State Farm halftime show. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to the Tyler Watson State Farm halftime show. And as predicted, we have a low-scoring affair at the end of the first half. Looking at the stats here really quickly. This won't take long as it relates to the scoring. Paisley Jackson has 2. McKay Fegler also has 2. Haley Engstrom leads all scorers with 6. And all 6 of those points came in the first quarter. And Gracie Olheiser has 3. And over for the Lady Bronx, it is Casey Carr with 4. And Anna Reville is the only other Lady Bronx to have scored, as she has 1 point, as that was from the free throw line in the first quarter. First half analysis, since that's usually what I do when Kevin Shields is here, is first things first, the Lady Wolverines have done a lot better on moving the ball in this game. They are able to get out of the press relatively easily. There have been a couple times where the Lady Bronx have been able to get to the Lady Wolverines and make some turnovers, but really, as you have seen in the first half, really nothing has come of that as it relates to points. And really, no one is in real foul trouble on the Lady Wolverines side, and so that's a good sign going into the second half. And finally, the ball's starting to have a little bit more zip to it. The passes seem a little bit more sure for the Lady Wolverines. And if you're Coach Travis McIntosh, despite having a low-scoring affair at 13-5, you're probably very happy with the decisions and the pace this game is going. But as we've seen most of the season, no lead is safe. And especially at a 13-5 lead at the half. And so we're going to take a lengthy timeout here to reset, and when we come back, we will have the tip-off of the start of the third quarter. This is KTA's coverage of the Lady Wolverines and Wolverines on KTAK.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors. Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Lady Wolverines and Wolverines taking on the Jackson Bronx and Lady Bronx. We are about 25 seconds away from the beginning of the second half in a low-scoring affair that sees the Lady Wolverines taking a 13-5 lead. So one of the things that I feel like both coaches talked about at the half is probably more offense. And so we'll see how that goes as we put 8 minutes back on the clock, and the Lady Bronx will start the game off in the second half, going left to right on your dial. And quickly, it is a turnover by the Lady Bronx, and it is Fegler who stole it, gets the ball down low, unable to do anything with it, and a turnover given right back to the Lady Bronx as we are just getting started in the third quarter. Nice pass in the low post there to Reveal unable to do something, however, offensive rebound, and another partially blocked there by the Lady Wolverines. And then finally, it is Noyce with the first basket of the night, and it is now 13-7 with 7:16 in the third quarter. And I feel like that's going to be something that we see as Noyce and Carr are taller than everyone on the floor, and so the Lady Bronx will probably look to go low post. Lady Wolverines start to move the ball around. Martinez wide open for a three, no good. Offensive rebound, however, and then another offensive rebound, and now we're down on the floor. Everybody's going for it, and it is a jump ball, and possession arrow is in favor of the Lady Wolverines. So that was 2 offensive rebounds by the Lady Wolverines, and no one could get anything going, but it does stay with the Lady Wolverines. And quickly the ball ends out on the very top of the key, and a shot by Judd is no good. And again, we're back down to the floor. And this time the ball is just rolling around, and finally we got another jump ball. So in the span of about 20 seconds, we've had 2 jump balls. Coach McIntosh and one of the officials having a laugh down there right in front of us. Lady Bronx bring the ball across the timeline with 6.5 minutes in the third quarter in a 13-7 low-scoring affair. And again, the Lady Bronx go low post for Revel, and this time it's a one and done, and the Lady Wolverines bring it back. It is Fegler with the ball, and she's trapped. Finally gets it over to Martinez. Back over to Fegler, and Fegler loses it out of bounds. She was looking to go before she had a full grasp of the ball, and she knows it. And now the Lady Bronx bring it down with Chatham across the timeline. Pass over to Forrest. And again, they're looking for that low post, and this time the Lady Wolverines have it double team, triple team now. But as they were looking at one way, someone else got the ball, and it was Carr with a little 14, 15-foot shot, and now it is 13-9. And now the press is on. However, the Lady Wolverines break it out of it. Martinez with a nice spin move. She tries to scoop and score, unable to do so, and they call an offensive foul. So that is Martinez's third, and it is the team's first in the second half. And quickly, Coach McIntosh will take her out, and Haley Ingstrom, who is leading all scorers with 6, is in the game. Lady Bronx ball, 13-9 deficit with 5.5, and quickly almost a turnover still, ends back up in the hands of the Lady Bronx, and blocked there partially by Fegler, and finally a shot and score. And I did not see who that was who made it. It was number 31, Chatham, and she was fouled by Jackson, and that is Jackson's second, and that is the team's second. And so it sits at 13-9 as Chatham is no good from the line. Sorry, things got a little hectic there. And again, if you're wondering where the voice of the Wolverines, I'll talk about Kevin Shields in a minute. Back on, and quickly, it is Revel with the little shot there. And now the press is really starting to get to the Lady Wolverines. And the height is really starting to play a factor. And it's now 13-11 with 4:53, and the Lady Bronx has gotten 2 quick turnovers, and almost got the Lady Bronx bench off their feet. However, it was no good, and now finally it is the Lady Wolverines across the timeline, and a timeout is called by McIntosh, and it is a 30-second. So now the momentum shift is starting to go in the favor of the Lady Bronx. So we are going to stay right here, and I'm going to take a look at some of my text messages here, and it is, let's see here. So we've got In Lander, it is 26-15 at the half with the Tigers up. Megan Winfield has 6 threes and 22 points at the half. And it is over in Thermopolis, it is 9-8 after 1 quarter as the Lady Bobcats are taking on Worland. And so as we sit here, it is 4:39 left in the third quarter, and it is 13-11 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. And was not too long ago, it was 13-5. And the Lady Broncs have come back, and it's been based off the press. The press is giving the Lady Wolverines problems, and so that's been the issue most of the season, where teams will score really quickly on the Lady Wolverines, but this time there's no deficit. They still lead by 2. 3-point shot there by Anderson, and it's no good, and now the Lady Broncs look to push. Quickly up the court is the Lady Broncs. She almost walked, and it is good by Carr, and now we're tied at 13. And now the Lady Wolverines are looking to push. And it hit the bottom of the backboard, and so they're going to say it's going to stay with the Lady Wolverines with 3:56 and counting in the third quarter in a tie ball game. Pass out to Anderson. Anderson looks for the little runner. It's no good. However, she's fouled by Rachel Noyce. That is her 4th, and it is the team's first of the second half, but it will send Anderson to the line. She spins the ball around, and it is good. And that breaks the tie, giving the Lady Wolverines the lead back, 14-13, with one more shot to come for Anderson. Anderson is good on the second, and it is 15-13 with 3:50 and counting. And the Lady Broncs quickly again move the ball up court in the hands of Chamberlain. And it's an offensive foul. They call it an illegal screen. And it is on Revel. That is her 3rd, and it is now team's 2nd. Substitutions for the Lady Wolverines in the game is Gracie Olheiser. And they quickly got to get the ball in, and they don't. Paisley Jackson was looking for anyone and everyone to give that ball to, and that is the second time tonight the Lady Wolverines have been stuck on that 5-second call. So turnover for the Lady Wolverines with a 2-point lead with 3:43 in the third. And quickly the Lady Broncs will bring the ball in, and quickly the Lady Broncs will give it back to the Lady Wolverines on a travel. And again, referee quickly on that 5-second call, and finally the Lady Wolverines get it in, and Paisley Jackson almost lost the ball. Hands over to Sheets. Sheets now at the top of the key, hands over to Fagler. Fagler over to Engstrom. Engstrom hands it back over to the corner, back in the hands of Engstrom. Now over to Olheiser. Olheiser to Jackson. And that's an offensive foul as Jackson hit the floor. And now you can hear the Jackson fans over to my right starting to make a little bit of noise as the momentum really is still in the favor of the Lady Broncs. Nice crisscross move there by Chatham to get the ball across the timeline. Now over the hands of Chamberlain. They look for Revel. Revel is fouled as she tries to go up strong, and she will go to the line for 2. And that foul is on number 13, Haley Engstrom. That is her first, and it is the team's 3rd of the second half, and it will send Revel to the line. Revel quickly with a shot, and it's up and good. So it is 15-14 with 3 minutes and 3 seconds in the third quarter. 2 dribbles by Revel, She takes it up, and it's good, and we're back to being tied. 15 all with 3 minutes and 3 seconds, and the Lady Wolverines are now looking at the press again by the Lady Bronx. This time they get it across the timeline pretty well. And as soon as I say that, Engstrom loses the ball. And that was over and back, but no call. Anna Revel had 1 foot across the line and 1 cross not across the line. 3-point shot there by the Lady Bronx, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. And looking for an official call, and they're going to say it stays with the Lady Bronx with 2:35 left in the third quarter, and it's 15-15.
Returning for the Wolverines, 15, Anderson.
Anderson is back in the game for the Lady Wolverines as the Lady Bronx bring the ball back in. Quick drive to the basket there by Forrest. It's no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and it is a turnover. And now, again, the Lady Bronx set up the press, and now she's in trouble. And she travels. She wasn't allowed to move. On that baseline was Olheiser. And she's pointing to herself. So we've been down on this end for the last 45 seconds. Lady Bronx quickly get the ball up to the top of the key to Chatham. Chatham looks in for Revel. Revel kicks it back out, and she travels. And the crowd behind me was screaming that one. So we're back to another turnover with 2:20 left and a tie ball game. And now Olheiser is going to stay put. I guarantee you she ain't going to move. And she gives the ball into Engstrom, and Engstrom's fouled.
Jackson foul, 43.
And the foul was on number 43, Caroline Forrest, and that is the team's third in the second half. And Olheiser tries to inbound to Fegler. Fegler lets the ball go as it's tipped and out of bounds, so we just go up about 4 or 5 feet, and we're back to go. Olheiser was screaming as her defender went down. 3-point shot there by Fegler. No good. Lady Bronx come back down with 2 minutes left in the third in a tie ball game. And now we got a jump ball again. It was almost a turnover as Engstrom had a hand on it, but it was too hot of a pass, and so they called the jump ball after we go to the ground again. And now Olheiser almost travels again, but gets the ball inbound. Lady Wolverines break the press as Anderson has the ball, hands it over to Olheiser. Olheiser over to Judd, back to Olheiser. Olheiser trapped in the baseline, gives it up, gives it over to Jackson, and they're going to wave the basket off on a push. So the basket, okay, so wait a minute. The basket's good. So it is now.
Basket by Jackson.
Okay, so that was confusing. I'm not going to lie, y'all. So they counted the basket, and then there was a foul on. I don't know who the foul was on. So we're trying to, Coach McIntosh and the official are talking. And I'm still trying to I believe, so it is Chamberlain's first foul, team's fourth. There we go. So they were discussing on who that was on. And quickly an inbounds pass as the Lady Wolverines end up back with the ball on the foul. And Olheiser takes a shot. She's fouled, and so she's going to go to the line with a 17-15 lead. And Olheiser quickly with the shot, and it's up and good. Olheiser with the second shot, and she is good from both. So it is 19-15 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. 5 team fouls for the Lady Bronx, 3 team fouls for the Lady Wolverines as we reach a minute and a half in the third. Lady Bronx looking again to go low post, unable to do so. The Lady Wolverines are in a 3-2 zone defense, and she double dribbles, does the Lady Bronx, and I don't have that number. That is Courtney Noyce, and so it is a turnover in favor of the Lady Wolverines with 1:10 and a 19-15 lead. And a turnover as Fegler was unable to grab a hold of that ball, and a shot by Carr is up and no good, but she is fouled by Ella Judd, and that is Judd's third, and it will send Carr to the line with 56.3 in the third and a 19-15 lead in favor of the Lady Wolverines. Carr 2 dribbles up, and it is good. Substitutions for the Lady Wolverines. We'll get to those in just a minute as Carr is about ready to shoot her second. Carr is having a good quarter. She now has 5 in the quarter, however misses that second free throw. Lady Wolverines looking to push. That is Jackson. Jackson hands over to Engstrom. Engstrom to Olheiser. Olheiser with a finger roll, and it's good.
Basket by Olheiser.
Olheiser with a nice finger roll, so with 35 seconds and counting, it is 21-16, Lady Wolverines. The Lady Bronx were looking to go low post for Revel, but the Lady Wolverines were swarming, and now the Lady Bronx will call a timeout with 22.1 seconds left in the third quarter. It's 21-16. Lady Wolverines will be right back after this.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
And we're back on KTAK. We have 22.1 left in the third, 21-16 Lady Bronx ball. Cross-court pass over to Carr, and an offensive foul for an illegal screen by Courtney Noyce. And so the Lady Wolverines will look to extend this lead with 13 seconds exactly in the third. Olheiser will take the inbounds. She will try to get the ball into, it looked like she was trying to get it into Jordanelle Anderson, unable to do so. It is kicked out of bounds, however, by the Lady Bronx, and so we'll do it again. There is 12 seconds left, and quickly the Lady Bronx foul Engstrom, and so we will go to the line for the bonus, and that is Chatham's first foul of the game for the Lady Bronx, and that is the team's 5th. They actually have that as the team's 7th, and so I've missed some fouls somewhere, but we're going to go with it. And Engstrom is up and good on the first shot, and so she'll have one more. 11.4 left in the third, 22-16 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. They've led the whole way. That one was off by Engstrom. And so we will now see the Lady Bronx with the final shot. And quickly, Chatham brings the ball up. They look for Revel. Revel with the shot, and it's good with 3.2 seconds. And that will do it for the third quarter. So we are in for a good one in the fourth quarter. It is 22-18 as we go to the fourth. We'll be right back with the final quarter on KTAK.
Hello, I'm Janice K. Bradley, and I'm here to tell you the miracle that Fremont Therapy did in making it possible for my left hand to ever work again. I went to the orthopedic surgeon with this broken hand, and that's when he told me that I would not bend again. So I was really discouraged. Mitch is the hand specialist, and so he's the one that worked and got me where I could bend my hand. The atmosphere is so friendly and professional, which is a combination you don't always get.
For more information, visit FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, so we are back for the final quarter of the Lady Wolverines and Lady Bronx. 22-18 as we begin on KTAK. Lady Bronx will throw in to Chatham. Chatham will look over to Forrest, and Forrest will give over to Chamberlain. And we are going back and forth. And again, quickly though, as soon as I say that, a shot up by the Lady Bronx, and it is good by Forrest. And that is her first points of the game. And it is a two-pointer. And so they will call it a two-pointer, and it is 22-20. Quickly on the other side, Lady Wolverines get a shot off, and it is no good by Ella Judd, and the ball goes out of bounds back to the Lady Bronx with 7:24 in the fourth, and it's 22-20. Chatham brings the ball across. She is met at the top of the key by Sheets. She hands over to Carr, who gets the ball knocked out of bounds, but it will stay Lady Bronx ball with 7:12 in the fourth. Nice hands there by Jordanelle Anderson, and I really enjoy watching Jordanelle Anderson play. She hasn't really gotten into the points category a lot, but she disrupts everything, and that is something, if you're a coach, you enjoy seeing. May not make the stat sheet, but it's going to be effective. Lady Bronx start moving the ball around again with a close game. Do not want to make any really dumb decisions here. Chatham has the ball at the top of the key, gives over to Chamberlain. Chamberlain with a three, misses everything. And there is a foul. And they're pointing at the Lady Wolverines, and that is on number 15, Jordanelle Anderson. And as soon as I brag about her, she gets her second foul. She was going after that loose ball, and referee called a foul. Lady Bronx get the ball in, up to Chamberlain. And then Chamberlain hands it off to Chatham. Chatham gives it off, and a steal there by the Lady Wolverines, and now she's stuck. Camden Sheets was stuck in the backcourt, and finally the Lady Wolverines get back and help her out. Martinez with a shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Fegler. She gets two shots off and no good. And finally a turnover as it falls out of bounds. So there's 6:10 left in the fourth quarter, 22-20. And slow start to this one, no points so far. And a jump ball is called by the official. And it will go back to the Lady Wolverines with 5:59 in the fourth quarter and a 2-point lead. Quickly, the ball in the hands of Martinez. Martinez hands it up to Ella Judd. Judd back to Martinez. Martinez gets down to the low post, tries to get it over to Anderson. Anderson gives it up to Sheets. Sheets runs in. Little quick floater, no good. And Anderson gets all the way into the low post. She came flying in grabs the rebound. She goes quickly back up, and it is a foul on number 31, Chatham. That is her second, and it is the 8th team foul for the Lady Bronx, and Anderson will go to the line for 2. She spins the ball in the hands. It's up, and it barely grazes the front rim.
Substitution for Riverton, 1, Jackson.
Anderson will get another shot. Dribbles it 3 times short, spins the ball. This time it's better, and it's good. So Jordanelle Anderson has 3 points in this game, and all of them come from the line. Quickly, the Lady Bronx bring the ball back down. 3-point shot by the Lady Bronx. It's no good. Tapped out of bounds by Revel, and it will go back to the Lady Wolverines with 5:24 in the fourth quarter, 23-20. The press is on by the Lady Bronx, and Jackson ends up with the ball. She had a clear look at the basket, and she missed it. And now the Lady Bronx are on the move. The pace is starting to pick up here in around the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Chamberlain with the ball, hands over to Carr. Chamberlain back with the ball, hands over to Chatham, and Chatham will reset the offense. Back over to Chamberlain. Back over to Chatham. Chatham with 3-pointer, no good. And the only person on the rebound who was even close to the basket was Anderson. Lady Wolverines bring the ball back up, and now it's in the hands of Jackson. Over to Martinez. Martinez for 3, no good. Revel skies up, and the ball somehow ends up in the hands of Martinez around the base in the half-court line, and there's a foul on someone. And it's going to be on
Jackson foul, 44.
So it was on number 43, Forrest. That is her 3rd, and that is the team's 9th. That'll send Martinez to the line for 2. Martinez up, and it is good. And that is Savannah Martinez, according to the unofficial stat book, first points of the game at the 4:26 mark in the fourth quarter. And that is her 2nd point of the game as she makes both free throws. And so it is a 5-point lead for the Lady Wolverines, 25-20, with 4:20 left in this one. Lady Bronx move the ball around. Chatham tries to look inside, unable to do so, and a turnover by the Lady Bronx. And now the Lady Wolverines will quickly come up, and it is Anderson who is up, or sorry, that was Fagler, and it is up, and it is good. And now the Lady Wolverines lead 27-20. She didn't call bank, but it worked. Did Fagler. Quickly, the Lady Bronx looked low post, and it was a point-blank shot and by Noyce, and Noyce missed it. And now it's going to be the Lady Wolverines who go low post, and Martinez finds Jackson in the low post, and it is good. And it is an and 1 for the Lady Wolverines, and it is on, the foul is on number 44, Anna Revel, and that is her 4th, team's 10th, as Jackson will go to the line to complete the traditional 3-point play. And it's good. So Paisley Jackson has made it a 30-20 lead in favor of the Lady Wolverines with 3:33 in the fourth. Lady Bronx quickly down court, and quickly a 3-point shot. Nice save there in the hands of Revel. Now Chatham with the ball, and it's good for Chatham, and a foul.
Riverton foul, 23, Martinez.
Foul was on Savannah Martinez. That was her 4th, and it is the team's 6th, and it will send J.C. Chatham to the line for 1. 2 dribbles by Chatham. It's up. It's good. So now we sit at 30-23 with 3:20 left in this one, and quickly the Lady Wolverines get the ball up the court, and it is Paisley Jackson again who goes up hard and is fouled, and so Paisley Jackson will go to the line again for 2 shots. Paisley with a high step, and she goes up to the line, and it's up and good. So with 3:17 left, it is 31-23 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. And Paisley Jackson gets both, and now it is a 10-point game again at 33. Sorry, it is 32-23, 9-point game. Lady Bronx quickly get down court, and they try to get into the low post, unable to do so. No foul, as a lot of contact down in the low post, but the Lady Wolverines come up with it. Hands in the hands of Olheiser. Olheiser hands over to Fagler. Fagler with a 3-point shot, and it's no good. And off to the races is Chatham. Chatham moving the ball around, hands it over to Revel. Revel looks for Noyce, and it is out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lady Bronx. There is a timeout on the floor, and we will take it with them. 2:34 left in this one. 32-23, Lady Wolverines.
Nowadays, caught-to-go are common in many establishments. The U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration wants to remind drivers that, although alcohol is more mobile, it's always dangerous and illegal to drink and drive. In 2028, Fremont County highway fatalities were related to drinking and driving, and there were 56 alcohol-related crashes. With the big game coming up on February 13th, the Fremont County DUI Task Force will be looking for drunk drivers. If you're caught drinking and driving, you will face jail time. Imagine trying to explain that to your family and friends or place of employment.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Lady Wolverine and Wolverine basketball. We've got a good one going here for you with around 2.5 minutes left in this one. It is 32-23 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. I'm Travis Gupton, the sports director for the Wind River Radio Network. And if you're wondering where Kevin Shields is, he's in Georgia enjoying his anniversary. And so he brings me in. And like I said at the beginning of this one, this is the first time I've ever got to call a game for play-by-play. So I hope that I'm not screwing it up too bad, and I hope you're enjoying this one as we are about ready to reset as the Lady Bronx have the ball. Quickly into the court for Chatham, and referee calls a foul on the floor, and it is on number 15, Jordanelle Annan. That is her third, team 7th, and it will send Noyce to the line for 2. And actually, it was a 1-and-1, and it was no good. And so quickly the Lady Wolverines will come up, and quickly Fagler got the shot off, and she was under the basket, and the pace is just quickening here. And now it is 2 minutes, 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and it is a foul on Paisley Jackson. That is her third, and it is the team's 8th. And